Simple. Sell all the gold and convert it to Bitcoin. The gold is going to continue to lose power over time. It's not appreciating. There's no way that gold is going to go up in value by a factor of 100. It just won't do it. It's a dead rock.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have Michael Saylor. Sell all your gold. Guys, once the central banks sell all their gold, then we'll sell our gold. And we know BlackRock is well positioned in silver. Michael Saylor has been a puppet from the beginning in this crypto space. And you know I've done plenty of videos on it. We need to call him Morgan Stanley Jr.
Look, 70% of people that go to check cashers in America have bank accounts. They're paying exorbitant fees because basic banking takes too long. And speeding up America's payment system is going to be a major driver to reduce overdraft fees, check cashing fees, late fees, and give people more access to their own money faster.
So again, kind of walk us through what this will actually change, look, and feel like once it goes live in the next, I guess, month.
Well, the sad thing is it alone isn't going to be enough. So right now, if you got a check, if you got walked out of work today with your paycheck Thursday afternoon and you went to deposit it Friday, June 30th, it wouldn't be available till Monday, July 3rd, right? So what happens come the first of the month when you have money due? What needs to happen is not only a faster payment system on the back end, but also corresponding regulations on the front end. Because right now, the Fed is just set to launch this system, but not actually require its usage. And that, I think, could portend to having less impact than it ought to have.
So how and where do you think we'll start to see it show up first?
Well, I think you're going to start to see some banks offer faster funds. Look, the banks themselves built their own real-time payment system years ago, right? But only some of the banks have joined, and the Federal Reserve kind of chilled implementation by other banks by promising to build this system 4 years ago. Look, it took most central banks 1 to 2 years to build this. Why it took us 4, who knows? But until banks, so I think the first thing you'll see is banks saying, come get your money faster. And whether they charge you for that or not, I don't know. Some banks already offer that, but they charge you for it a little bit. And then hopefully more and more banks offer this to their customers. Overdraft fee is paid by somebody who ran out of money in their bank account. Many of the big banks have already started, and smaller banks, lowering their overdraft fees. And they found in the process that one of the things that does it the best is giving people access to their money faster. So the faster you can give people access to their money, those who are living on the margin, paycheck to paycheck, the more of these fees, overdraft fees, check cashing fees, late fees, they can avoid. In which case it just puts more money in their pocket. One final stat. 1 out of 12 Americans spends $350 or more a year in overdraft fees. Just returning that is about the same as a 1% increase in real wages.
And guys, we are weeks away from Fednow. This new financial system, guys, is underway. And we know when it comes to this old banking system, it's going to wipe out the majority of the revenue from these banks. Remember, they're fee-based. And that's the reason why we have a banking crisis, but we know it was caused on purpose. And we have Mastercard also setting up for the 4th Industrial Revolution, setting up the credentials. And guys, we know that's nothing but KYC. They want all your privacy. They want to move these CBDCs and stable coins, and they're going to make sure they're programmable, telling you what, when, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you.
That's right. We talked about Crypto at Consensus, and we launched it with a number of partners. They're hard at work in integrating that capability. We hope to get that cross-border transactions live soon. So that is the number one. Second, since then, we've used the capability in some of the work that we've been doing on the central bank digital currencies. In particular, Australia project, Australian central bankers, so Bank of Australia, wanted to bring their central bank digital currency to the public blockchain to pay for an NFT. So that requires you to KYC the person, identify the person, interact with that wallet using our technology, crypto credential technology. So we've been using that, and we're continuing to use it in other projects. including the MTN that we announced today. It is the key building block that will power the identity side of the MTN.
That instilling trust is a critical step towards realizing the full potential of the blockchain ecosystem. And today, Mastercard is building on that theme, introducing what's called the Multi-Token Network, or MTN. You say that the network was created with the goal of enabling more efficient payment and commerce applications. Can you expand on your vision for this new network?
Yeah, absolutely. As you've seen, the crypto sector as a whole has a lot of innovation going on in terms of foundational technologies. We're also seeing the financial institutions and central banks get involved in this, wanting to take advantage of the innovations that are in there to help power a new breed of financial technology as well as innovation, right? But in order to fully take advantage of that underlying technology, we think there need to be few foundational pieces in place before application developers, fintechs, take full advantage of it. And that's the reason we are talking about MTN today, which is a combination of these technologies that solve for these foundational issues.
Remember, guys, you're in a plan. You're in a simulation. We had Obama back 13 years ago telling us they're removing the goalposts. Now we have Obama today and Biden playing the Hegelian dialectic perfectly. The divide and conquer.
Mind that the Supreme Court didn't close the door to affirmative action if properly structured in this case. And
but they're moving the ball a little bit.
But they are moving the ball. And look, society evolves.
Do you think they're jumping the gun a little bit ahead of where society really is?
This was a very narrow.
The court has effectively ended affirmative action in college admissions, and I strongly disagree with the court's decision.
And guys, we have affirmative action ending in college. The Supreme Court brings it to an end. And guys, those who have my NWO book know why. We know the color-based system in the United States was set up because they needed a slave. They needed free labor. But now, since they have the robots, algorithms, and drones, and it's going to create even more productivity, they no longer need the slaves. They no longer need humanity. And that's the reason why they're going to be airdropping this free money and send humanity on into that metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.